that line, all men are created equal. Well, that's not true. I mean, LeBron James is like, what, fucking 6'7" or some shit? And I'm like 6'2". I'll look like a shrimp next to that guy. He'll beat me every time in fucking basketball, dude.
Come with me, and you'll be in the world of your imagination. Take a look, and you see into your imagination.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the #1 selection. The man, the myth, the legend. It's Bo Magic, baby. I'm here to talk about the black pill. Is the black pill real? Well, in my experience and my observation, yes, the black pill is absolutely real. The first time I was introduced to the black pill was by a man named Mr. Rich Piana. Rest in peace, Rich Piana. I like that guy. R.I.P. Rich Piana was a bodybuilder in a time where everybody was lying about steroids. You can go Google him, look him up on YouTube. And Rich was honest about steroids and bodybuilding. He kept it real. And even more so, he kept it real about genetics. He had a video that I remember back in the day. I watched it around like 2015 about genetics. And he was saying some people just have great genetics. He was talking about how he was in Hollywood and, you know, he saw like usually it's a black man who is homeless, but he has his shirt off and he's looking ripped. He's got a big chest. He's got a fucking... he's got big arms, he's got abs. And Rich was saying, hey, this is just genetics. Another example Rich gave was porn stars. Some dude's got a giant foot-long dick. Some dude's got a fucking micro dick. That's genetics, okay? People don't like to talk about genetics because it has a bad connotation. We can take it back to the Austrian painter, the Führer, Mr. Adolf Hitler. That's why people are so hesitant to talk about genetics to this day, because Hitler was into eugenics, right? He wanted to create a race of the master people and all this shit. I don't even know if half of this shit is even true. There's a lot of shit coming out about Hitler, and we could talk all day long about that. You know, do I think Hitler was a good person? Well, I wouldn't go that far. I think that he wanted good for his country, and it's a very nuanced thing to talk about. But I don't want to talk about that on this video. I'd rather stick to the subject. But anyways, people don't like to talk about genetics. But I know that genetics are real. For example, I believe that I was gifted by God, Allah, Buddha, whatever, to be a great magician. I was just gifted with this desire to learn magic and the desire to perform. And it was ingrained in me. I've been doing it since I was 7. I've been doing magic since I was 7. And I believe you could teach somebody how to do magic, but you can't make them a magician. Okay, I'll put it this way. You could teach somebody how to box, but you can't make them a boxer. Like Mike Tyson was an absolute phenom. He's a gift from God when it comes to boxing. His head movement, his speed, his strength, his athleticism, that is God-given. I mean, Mike Tyson was incredible in his heyday. In the sport that I like to watch, MMA, the first guy we saw like that was Anderson Silva. His striking was different level. He's a striking genius when it comes to MMA. You know, when Anderson Silva showed up to MMA, the game was never the same. I mean, everybody who's a great striker after Silva has watched Anderson Silva and studied him because he created great striking in MMA. You know, the guy's incredible. He was doing calf kicks before anybody else. I mean, the guy, he pioneered MMA striking. He really did. He's absolutely incredible, but that is God-gifted. Not everybody can be Anderson Silva. So I think you got to get in where you fit in. Another thing is bodybuilding. I lift weights. I'm not a huge, big, buff, jacked guy. Okay, I'm strong. I'm fit. I'm pretty athletic. But I'm not, you know, Rich Piana. I'm not Ronnie Coleman, you know, and I never will be. Even with steroids, you know, I can enhance my physique by doing steroids, but I'm never going to be on the level of these incredibly gifted athletes, these bodybuilders, and that's okay. I lift about twice a week. I do boxing, MMA with my brother. You know, we try to do it every time we meet up. We hit pads or whatever, and that's fine with me. I don't need to be an MMA god. I just need to be able to defend myself, and that's it. That's good enough for me. I was actually recently watching Firas Zahabi, one of the GOAT MMA trainers. Firas Zahabi was George St. Pierre's trainer back in George's prime. Another incredible athlete. And Firas was saying, there's certain things you can't teach. For example, Ilia Topuria. The guy's incredible. He has the best boxing we've ever seen in MMA, and he has incredible power. Like, if he touches you, he's putting your fucking lights out, dude. And that's just something, it comes from God, Allah, Buddha. Like, Ilia Topuria he just packs that fucking power, man. And Mike Tyson had that same touch of death. Like, some people are just gifted with the touch of death. Some people are gifted magicians. Some people are gifted plumbers. You could be gifted at many, many things. Some people are born with a high IQ and they can create inventions. I believe you got to get in where you fit in. Okay, so don't let the black pill discourage you. You might be a plumber and people say, oh, he's just an average guy. But to be honest, it does take skill to be a plumber. It takes a gift to be a plumber even. You got to get in where you fit in. Even a plumber can have a great life. Plumbers make good money. You have to set your mind to whatever you're genetically designed to do. It's like this. If I compete with LeBron James in basketball, I'm going to lose 100 out of 100 times. When it comes to the basketball court, LeBron James is simply superior to me, and that's okay. If you hand LeBron a deck of cards and you hand me a deck of cards, it's going to be very obvious that I'm superior when it comes to the game of sleight of hand, the game of magic. And that's just fine. I'm sure LeBron would be fine with that. I could watch him play some basketball and be entertained. He could watch me do magic and he could be entertained. And it's all good, baby. But the point remains that we're all different. And that's okay. We all have equal rights as humans in the great country of America, but we're all different. That line, all men are created equal, well, that's not true. I mean, LeBron James is like, what, fucking 6'7" or some shit? And I'm like 6'2". I'll look like a shrimp next to that guy. He'll beat me every time in fucking basketball, dude. And I'm totally fine with that. You know, I'd still play him. I think it'd be fun to play against him. And I'd get my ass whooped, but you know, it's all good. Let's go to the dating market, right? In dating, some men clearly have an advantage. LeBron would have an advantage, huge advantage in dating. He's tall, he's famous, he's rich, he's so many things. It doesn't mean you can't find a woman. I mean, there are incels out there who can't, and that's unfortunate. That fucking sucks. I would never wish that on anybody. But yeah, there's advantages and disadvantages. Let's go to the black pill view. Are some people born attractive? Absolutely. Are some people born not as attractive? Some might say even fucking ugly. If we're keeping it real, yes. And that's unfortunate. You know, I didn't create this world. If it was up to me, I would want everybody to be attractive and good looking and fucking athletic, but we don't live in that world. You know, I didn't create this fucking world. I'm just dealing with this shit. I'm just here. You know, I'm just some guy just like you. Whoever's watching this, we're kind of just here, man. Like, I didn't create this bullshit. So, in conclusion, is the black pill real? Yes. In my observation, the black pill is absolutely real, and I would go even as far to say that genetics determine your life. I mean, genetics determine your height, your face, your race, your IQ, your personality, whether you're antisocial, whether you're an extrovert. Life is very much predetermined. And it's a hard, tough black pill to swallow, but it is real. And I would say get in where you fit in and play your cards to the best of your fucking ability, because that's really all we can do. I'm Bo Magic. And I'm out.